If you still don't understand why Bitcoin is so important, let me tell you a story that might just make it click. This is a story about our financial system, how it is broken and built on nothing but debt and theft. Just imagine no money exists. A bank comes along and creates the first £10 ever, but it doesn't just hand it out. In the fiat system, money is lent into existence, so it issues a £10 loan to someone with interest, say 10%. That means there is now £11 of debt in the system that must be repaid, but only £10 of actual money. You can see the problem straight away. From the very first £10 ever created, there is already more debt than there is money in existence. It's mathematically impossible to sustain from day one. Now imagine a small town of 100 people. The bank does the same for everyone. There's now £1,000 in circulation, but £1,100 of debt to be repaid. As people do business, some earn enough to pay off their loans, but others can't. There simply isn't enough money for everyone to pay off their debts. But the banks don't want people to start defaulting. They're making good money from this, and they want to keep it going. Luckily for them, the people in the town hold all their money in the bank. And by law, the bank only actually needs to keep 10% of their customers' money on hand. That means they can use the rest to lend out another £900, creating more new money out of thin air to pay back the old money. The wheel keeps spinning, but the gap between money and debt just keeps widening. Soon, the town next door wants some money too, so a bank comes along there. New loans, new deposits, new growth. The people in town B start buying goods from those in town A, which helps town A pay its debts. But now town B is in the same trap. The debt just moves around and keeps on growing. To keep both towns afloat, the banks have to keep creating even more loans. Every new loan creates new money, which causes prices to rise and people's savings to lose value. A family that was saving for a home now can't afford one through savings alone, so they're forced to take out a loan instead. The debt pile grows, more money gets created, and ordinary people fall further behind. Over time, the layers of debt get to breaking point. Businesses and households take on more than they can sustain, and people start to default. That's when the central bank steps in, the lender of last resort. To stop the collapse, they create even more money out of thin air. But that money doesn't go to the public, it goes to the banks and the big corporations first. They get to spend it before prices rise, while everyone else pays through inflation later on. Every rescue just widens the gap. Rich get richer, poor get poorer, and every fix just makes the next crash worse. Bitcoin fixes this because it rewrites the foundations, preventing this behavior from being possible, let alone profitable. It's not issued out of thin air through debt, it's earned into existence through mining, which requires real energy, proof of work, and real cost. It can't just be created, manipulated, or inflated. There will only ever be 21 million. The fiat system steals your time, your savings, and your future. Bitcoin gives them back permanently. If you want to learn more about how the fiat system really works and how Bitcoin fixes it, hit the follow button.